you guys?
Have
you had a good week?
Amazing, amazing. I just feel the need to sing and dance today.
Do you? Yeah. Do you? I always do, but this is really good. Can we all do this together?
If we can. Who's your favourite boy band?
Blue.
Paddy?
Blue, of course.
Really? Natalie?
Blue.
Blue. As the colour is behind me, you see.
Yes. You've come prepared, darling. Do you know, years and years ago when they had their first hit and they had a video, which was, I think, 20 years ago, and then they did another one with Elton John, I used to watch that all the time. I just thought it was fascinating and amazing and groundbreaking at the time. And I remember all of the members of Blue, and I just think they're an extraordinary mixture of people and talents, don't you?
Yeah. And I mean, I think that
remember that.
Yeah, I do, and I think that the one of the nicest things. I mean, that, you know, being a pop band, you would think they all had enormous egos, but one of them who has become a great friend of ours, I think his name is Antony. He is just wonderful, and we all love him. But he is a real person, and he is so lovely, and he kind of is just one of us. We've had incredible adventures, and I know Natalie always thinks that I'm a person that can actually get things, and a bit of a, what's the word, wheeler dealer. Antony puts me to shame, because with the two of us together, him and I could probably conquer the world, as I will tell him later on. But we have got the gift of it. You say to me, do you know somebody? Antony does. I know him. I know someone. And it's him and I together, like, yeah, don't worry. We know someone who's this and we know someone who's that.
He had a double-page spread as the sexiest man a few years ago. I can't remember the magazine, but he did. Mm-hmm.
So if you would like to meet Antony Costa, would you like me to put a spell on you?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Yes. So close your eyes and wish for Antony from Blue. Antony from Blue. Antony Costa. Antony Costa. Come in, Antony. Hello, darling.
Hello.
Oh, my God. Antony, I've got to say something to you. You look more handsome as you mature, darling. More and more handsome every year.
How much did you give her to say that?
I'll give her about a tenner, Debs. Don't worry about that, love. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Antony, hold on. The beard and the hat. What's the hair like under the hat?
It's not grey yet.
No.
I've done the school run this morning, so I'm a bit sort of chilled before I go off to the O2 tonight to do my show.
Well, tell us how it all happened, darling, because I've known Antony for many Zooms, many years.
Yeah.
We have been through a lot together over the years, haven't we?
Yeah.
And if you think, Natalie, that I'm good at spiel, Antony can get anything from anyone.
Ooh,
the best thing he ever did was get a whole load of underwear.
I did for our show, didn't we, in Edinburgh? Yeah. I knew someone that worked at Ann Summers, wasn't it, Deb? And I don't know how I met this person at a charity function.
How did you?
Numbers. And we needed Ann Summers outfits for this show we were doing, this musical, and managed to blag loads of underwear.
Did you actually need them?
Not for me, for the characters. Sorry?
Yeah, we needed.
Did you actually really need those Ann Summers outfits, or did you just think?
No, we needed it because it was part of the show. It was like a rock sort of gothic
blood, it was Tony McHale, of course.
Tony McHale, yeah. And it was an American sort of vibe going on. That was good little show. That was good fun.
Yeah, and Ant was the leading man, and we probably had more fun, didn't we?
We did.
What did you wear, Antony? Having got all this, was it for you or for the other?
No, I had to wear I think it was sort of, I had to wear like a baseball jacket. It was quite sort of American high school 1950s, 60s vibe going on. So the girls had to be like, they were sort of vampires coming out in the dark, and it was a rock musical, but with a weird twist to it, wasn't it, Debs?
Yeah, they were sort of cheerleaders, and
Cheerleader, that's the word.
yeah. And Tony McHale, of course, has got a very black sense of humour, as we all know. In fact, Tony has written Wonderbirds Investigates for us. We've had 2 series that he's written. He's also part of our lives always. And as you are now, we need to know, first of all, how the hell did you get into Mamma Mia, the party?
Yeah, I went to see it as a punter. What was it? What are we now? September, October. Back in March, and the director who directed our tour, Stacey Haynes, she invited me to go down there with the boys, and went and saw it. Absolutely loved the concept, loved what it was all about. And she said, "Would you consider doing it?" And I said, "I'll only consider doing it if I audition, because I don't want people to think, oh, he got the part because of what he's done or who he's what he's known for." So I auditioned, and the video got sent to Bjorn, and the rest is history.
Oh, wow! How long are you there for, Ant?
I'm in it till March next year.
Wow! So we'll definitely come along and see you. But surely this is all your dreams come true, because you are the manager of the Taverna, and you can have a restaurant without really owning it.
I know, yeah. So it's good. It works both ways, really. I'm like a fake owner. But yeah, the set is set in Skopelos. So if people have this idea, it's nothing to do with the Mamma Mia show, nothing to do with the film. But if you came with the concept of the film's already been filmed, and it's the aftermath of the film, if that makes any sense. The premise is Nikos has had this idea with his wife, who worked on the film, so to speak, and it's them just exploring the fact that Mamma Mia really put Greece and the Greek islands on the map.
Great, and it's an experience, isn't it?
Yes, it is an experience. It's the best thing I've ever done. I think it's the best thing I've ever done, because because the audience are right there, and it's an immersive experience. So people can get up, they can dance, they can sing. They can and just have fun, and that's what it's all about. Mamma Mia, the party.
Tell Dee she can get up and sing, because she'll be singing all the way through.
Yeah, Dee,
I will.
Yeah, absolutely. Come along, sing along, and sing your best ABBA songs and live your best life.
Thank you. I will definitely do that.
Yeah.
Now you haven't met Natalie and Caddy.
No, hello.
These are two new Wonderbirds. He knew the other ones, but he hasn't been on for a bit. So, girls, what would you like to ask our wonderful Ant?
Well, the thing of doing a show like you're describing, it must be so good for your own soul every night to know that you have just literally been in this massive party and everybody's left feeling so great.
Yeah, absolutely right, Natalie. For me, I love the fact I've never stayed in character for a whole show. And for me, I have to stay in my character the whole way through. There's no way of getting out. And, people are saying, oh, Antony, can I have a picture? I have to pretend that I don't know who Antony is. And it's surreal, because I've never done that before. I normally do my show, come off stage, and that's it, like we all do. We're all in the acting game. And playing a character for 2.5 hours and keeping in character, it's quite funny. It's really, really surreal, because we've had a lot of tourists coming over from like around the world, and people who actually think it is my restaurant, and they're coming to me, they're going, I'm saying to them, like, you like the lamb, or you want some veg moussaka, or do you want this, and they're like, yeah, oh my God, we love this taverna, this is great. And we get to all our friends about it, and it's just surreal that people still really believe it. It's great.
What's the size of the audience?
500.
Wow. Caddy, what were you saying?
I was going to say, it must be interesting doing something which is very much about the audience as well, and about interaction. And do you find it changes every night depending on who's there?
Yes, it very much does. I'll give you an example. Saturday night, it was a lot of hen parties. So I will just leave that to you, lovely ladies, to understand what was going on. And last night, they were a listening audience. They were lovely, but they just listened, they enjoyed it, they embraced it. And they got up at the end and had a good time. But yeah, Saturday nights are always quite manic and mental. So you've got to have your wits about you.
were the girls trying to do things to you, Anthony?
It's just crazy because they don't understand that I'm not Antony Costa. I'm Nikos, the Taverna owner. I've got nothing to do with the boy band. People come up to me going, "Oh my God, I like Blue. They're really cool." I'm like, I've got no idea who Blue is. And then they think to themselves, "Am I actually? Isn't it? I don't know." Oh, and it just freaks them out. It's funny.
That's hilarious.
Brilliant.
I mean, I remember seeing you in Blood Brothers when you played. You were just brilliant in that.
Thank you, Debs. Thank you.
And I'd never seen it before. And
Okay.
I came out, do you remember, with Kira and Talia and me,
Yeah.
and all we did was cry for about 2 hours. He met us afterwards and we go,
That wasn't my performance, by the way, ladies. That was a story. Yeah, no, I mean, that just sort of kick-started my love and my real love for the theatre, really, and being in that live audience environment. I owe a lot to Sir Bill Kenwright for giving me the opportunity. And again, I auditioned for the role and got it from, you know, my own merit, which I love. I love the fact that I don't get things because of what I've done or what I am part of. I love the whole audition process because I can sit here today, obviously with you lovely ladies, and go, I earned that role. So for me, that's
Yeah.
enough.
I mean, that was
think
one
that's
thing
really
that I really
unique.
respected you for, Ant, when you did our show with Tony, because you said, "No, I'm going to audition for it."
Yeah.
And he did,
Marvellous.
and he was wonderful. So tell us, because we're all going to come to this immersive event.
Yeah.
So tell us how from the beginning to the middle to the end. So there's a meal, isn't there, and everything?
There's a 4-course meal. You get your treats to a 4-course meal, and you come into the taverna. I don't know if you've seen pictures on the web and stuff, but you are literally transported into Skopilos, into a Greek island, and you do feel like you're on holiday. There's Greek music. The whole feel of what Bjorn and his team have done it really does make you feel like you're part of a Greek island. And the shows you come from about 6:30 in the evening. The show starts at 7:30, so you have your starters, and then we do the first act. Then you have your main meal. Then we come back on and do the second act. Then it's the dessert. Then it's the finale, and then there's a party after if you want to stay. So you're getting like 4 or 5 hours worth of entertainment if you want it.
Wow,
incredible!
Yeah.
What an amazing idea!
Yeah.
It's brilliant, honestly, and I respect Bjorn because Bjorn was telling me that it originally started in Sweden as an idea, and they sort of come over here. And I think the O2 itself is the flagship show, so to speak. And he was nothing but complimentary. He was brilliant to me. He was so lovely.
I'm not surprised. I am so impressed by your integrity, and that's not, I don't say that lightly, Ant.
Thank you. Thank you.
I really think that's unique and amazing, and I'm privileged to talk to you about that.
Yeah, because I think that I don't like the whole an easy ride. I like that. I actually like auditioning. I like that audition process. I like creating a character, and I'm going to go a bit arty here, but I've never done method, and I look at this as a mild method acting job because you've never come out of character. So for me, I've never done it before. So I'm learning all the time. Like, you've got to think on your feet. You've got to be that character, from 6:30 at night till 10:30 in the evening. And when you come out, it's a great relief because you feel like you've done something enjoyable.
Yeah.
Who's your wife, Ant? Who are the other characters in it?
So you've got the lady that plays my wife, Kate. You've got the chef, Debbie, who's crazy. Her character is really mad, and she's lovable. Kate, I said my wife. She's like I wouldn't say she's a nagging wife, but she's just on me all the time. And it's a love story. I forgot to say it is a love story between my daughter and one of the staff, who is my wife's nephew, and it's their love. Are they? Aren't they? And I try and stop it because I'm a protective Greek father.
And are you a protective Greek father?
I know yet because my girls ain't grown up yet, so I don't know.
What did you used to call yourself, a julep?
What's that?
You used to call yourself a julep, didn't you?
Why? What did I? I can't remember.
Yeah. Oh no! Or did you say
being half Jewish and half Greek? I don't know.
Something you did.
Yeah. I don't know, but I do. I like it because I can speak Greek as well. I can speak it fluently, and that's something that held me in good stead in the audition as well. So yeah, it was great.
Oh, amazing. Absolutely incredible. What next for you, Ant?
What's next for me? I'm going to be doing this. I'm going off to Panto in December at the Beck Theatre in Hayes, doing Beauty and the Beast.
Who are you?
Who am I?
The Beast?
I'm playing the villain.
Oh.
The Gastoni character. So yeah, I do like playing a villain. I love being a villain in Panto. And yeah, and I'll come back to the show in January till March, and then see what happens next year.
Well, I'm going to bring my children to the show because they're always at shows, at concerts, and they're always hungry. So this kind of solves the problem.
You've sold it in one hit. You've sold it in one hit. So yeah, it's great, and it's for all ages as well. Obviously not babies, but my girls have come and they're 6 and 9, and you know it's from 6 years.
I can't believe they're 6 and 9, eh?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What are they called? What's their names?
Savannah and Paloma.
Oh, lovely names.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Antony has got a wonderful family. You really have a wonderful family.
Thank you. So do you, Debs. So do you.
No.
Yeah. With Kira, she all right?
Yeah, she's fine. You know, had another baby recently.
Oh, wow, I can't believe it.
3 babies, for God's sake.
Wow. I forgot to say, so Debbie, so Gemma, who plays my wife, her husband Louis played Kira's brother in Hollyoaks.
Yes, I know. And and Kira, their kids go to the same school, which is so bizarre after all these years.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
So I said to Jem to surprise Kira and say Costa sends his love.
Oh, well, we're all going to come and see you.
Please
Definitely.
come. You'd love it. You'd love it.
How big are the tables, Antony, to see how many of us can come on one night?
I mean, all you ladies can come. It fits up to about 10 people. But the good thing about the show is it's really surreal because there's been times where a couple have been sat with 4 or 5 other random customers, and then by the end of it, they're all up dancing together and hugging. It's great. It's great to see. It's a great place to meet people as well. I mean,
are there any nice single men that go there?
There's loads, Debs.
Really? Right.
Yeah, this is our mission for Deborah.
Okay, well, the Wonderbirds have spoken. Let's do it.
Thank you. I'll hold you to that, Ant.
Oh, and so what's happening? Anything more with Blue, or is it
just gigging, really, Debs? Just just cracking on. Doing what we do, but it's nice to be able to do other things as well because acting is my passion, always will be, and I just love being someone else for 2 hours.
Don't we all?
We all, exactly.
So you are one of the best people I've met in our business.
Thanks, Debs.
And a bigger blagger than I am, which is something.
Good combo, though.
We are a good combo.
Very good.
We can always get a few things here and there, can't we, Antony?
You just want him to get you some Ann Summers outfits, Debbie.
He's already done that.
Sorry.
So, Caddy, does anybody else have anything to ask our aunt?
Well, I've got a general thing about being somebody else for 2 hours. You've all said, oh yes, that's wonderful, that's easy, but for me that would be a nightmare.
No,
because
why I love it. I absolutely love it because being a character, actresses on the panel today, like being a character for 2 hours, you can get away with so much. I'm not saying rudely, but you can have more of a laugh. I think when you're yourself, you're always constantly thinking, have I said have I offended anyone? Have I said the right thing? And I didn't take enough pictures, I didn't sign enough autographs. Whereas when you're someone else, you can go, yeah, sorry, just come to the restaurant and have a fun.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fascinating too, isn't it? Because you're having to think about how somebody else thinks, feels. Yeah. How are they reacting to the situation? So you become kind of a psychologist, don't you, if you're an actor? Because you've got to figure out why they tick, why they do the things they do. Yeah,
of course. And as I said when we started talking, I've never played a character and stayed in character, so it's a challenge for me. But you're right, you're constantly thinking of, I'm actually playing a Greek taverna owner that's got a daughter she's about to fall in love, and I've got to stop this, and I've got to do this, and I've got to think on my toes. And you get people that don't know Blue, as I said, that go to you, during one of the intervals, they're like, oh no, you've got to let them be together. You know, it's not, they love each other. And and I'm like, yeah, but I'm Greek and they're not allowed to speak to each other. And I'm telling you now, they're not allowed. And they get really, really into it. And they believe me and Gemma or Kimberly, who play my wife, they job share and they believe that we're married. It's fantastic. It's really, really, really fun to see.
You see, Caddy has 7 children.
Wow.
And they're all classical musicians.
Wow. Amazing. Wow.
That is kind of, they have to be in a certain kind of character on stage, but always themselves as well. So it's a different thing. They've got to be into the music and presenting the music to be a different person. I think that must be exhausting.
No, I love it. I'm loving it because it's new for me. But I think with your kids who are classical musicians, they have that aura about them, I'm assuming. Do you know what I mean? And have to,
well, her daughter's just about to
do.
play Carnegie Hall. Is it Carnegie Hall? She's
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. That's fantastic. The only all I've played is Soddle, but then we won't go there.
Well,
no, that's amazing. Carnegie Hall's incredible. And I must say, there is a live band on the floor as well. So everything you hear, see, and everything is all live.
Wow.
Fantastic. Well, I shall call you up and let you know when we're coming because we'll be there. So it's Wednesdays is it Wednesdays to Saturdays or Wednesday to Sunday?
Wednesdays to Sundays. We've got double show on Saturday, double show on Sunday.
Brilliant. Right. So it's hard work. And we're coming to see you.
Come to the show.
We will.
We love you so much, Ants.
Love you.
We love you.
Lovely to meet you,
darling.
Yeah, bye, everyone.
Bye. Oh, he's lovely.
That sounds so much fun.
He is just so lovely. I love that thing that he said about he insists on auditioning. I just think he's just unique and he's got he's intelligent, he's talented. Wow. He's fabulous.
Yeah,
I love it.
He's amazing. And obviously, when he worked for Tony, doing the play in Edinburgh, we were all in Edinburgh together. And we he's just the warmest, loveliest, most amazing guy. And that was what, 13 years ago now, but we've stayed friends ever since. And he's just been a lovely friend,
lovely friend. Beautiful.
To our family. So, well, guys, we will see you Tuesday. I don't even know what day it is. What's going on anymore? Yes, and we'll put a date in the diary to go to Mamma Mia, the party. Everybody here, everybody who's watching our show, please go and see it.
Oh God, yeah, definitely. Everyone must go because it sounds amazing.
We'll have a Wonderbirds table and we're going to drag you, Caddy, and a couple of your kids, and Natalie, we're going to drag you there as well, and we'll have some fun. I can't wait to see Antony.
We will. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And I can't wait for a bit of Greek food, actually.
And we'll have to leave it in a huge tip.
Definitely. We will.
Yes, I wonder if people do leave in tips.
Yeah.
Never thought of that.
Anyway, guys, complain about the food. We should all of us say, no, I'm sorry, we can't eat this.
Great weekend, guys. Have a great weekend.
Yeah,
see you
too.
Bye.
Bye.